Happy birthday, Robert the Bruce.
Hey, Tony. Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
So,
Yeah, you too.
Good.
so Tony, where are you joining us from?
I am still in London, but I really want to be with you guys. And is it Montana?
Yes.
God, it looks. I was saying to Kelsey the other day there, I swear to God, I thought she was in Scotland.
That's good to hear for many reasons.
That was the intent.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's so great to be here with these guys because they have some major productions in development, and one of them is a huge historical Scottish film. So it's going to be really, really cool for Scotland as well.
Yeah, I know.
Can you please just call me Tosh just once? Just once. Just kidding.
Tosh.
Kitty what?
Call me
That's
Tosh.
Detective Tosh from
That's
Shetland.
from Shetland, right? I'm Mackintosh. You just
Yeah.
have to call me Tosh.
Yeah.
We were having an amazing moment with Carter and Richie earlier, and Carter just revealed something to me that his favorite whiskey is, Carter.
Laphroaig, of course.
Well, of course it is, and it should be.
It's
one of the
absolute
best drams in
favorite.
the world.
And I'll tell you how I was introduced to it. Dan Portman, who was in Robert the Bruce, and he was also in Game of Thrones. So he and I started drinking, and about a bottle and a half later, I decided it's my favorite.
Yeah, that sounds like Daniel Portman to me, because he's done the exact same on many occasions on a night out with him.
Do you know Dan?
Yes, I
know
do.
Dan?
I know him very well. Lovely.
We had a couple of wild nights in Glasgow, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's a fun guy.
He is a fun guy, yeah. But absolutely fantastic acting as well. So yeah, I've had many of our forgotten night with Mr. Portman. So yeah.
Yes. Good.
And I see you have a bottle of Laphroaig right behind you.
Oh no.
I've got lots of Laphroaig. Yeah, I've also got.
Could you tell us your
called
story?
Bessie's
We want to know
Dram.
more about it. Say again?
Well, you have to come over and I'll tell you over a dram about it. But yeah, so I'm currently, we're in sort of, we've got to be quite sensitive about the project, but we're sort of writing the story of Elizabeth Williamson, or also known as Bessie, who was the first female distillery owner in the world of Laphroaig. She went over there just as a typist for a 3-month job, just for 3 months, part-time, and she ended up owning Laphroaig and staying there for 40 years.
Wow.
And she went through a world war, stopped it from closing. She had to keep the mob off in New York. She had dealings with the mob. You name it, this girl went through it. So she's a tough cookie. Fabulous woman, and I wish I'd met her, definitely, So it's a fabulous story, and of course I would love to tell you more, obviously not live on Instagram, but
Love to hear it.
Yeah, I'll connect you guys together.
And Carter is passionate with true stories, right?
I am.
Yeah, well, this story is
we're pretty
every
much
time,
dedicated to doing movies that are based on truth.
Yeah,
Unlike me.
It's so I'm co-writing it with a lovely friend, Rebecca King, and every time we sit down, every day we discover something new, and we're like, this is unbelievable, her story, what she went through as well. So it's very much like Robert the Bruce. In fact, I would say she was the modern Robert the Bruce, and what she had to do and prevail, and she never gave up whatsoever. I'm sure she had a spider
kind of story.
in her room every time, but she is literally the modern 20th century Robert the Bruce, dealing with politics, wars, everything.
How did you happen upon her originally?
Well, this is the beauty of it, and probably the naivety of me about it as well. And probably most people in Scotland and their history as well, you know, what we get taught and what important characters we should get taught about at school and who should influence you. And, you know, apart from being an actor, you know, I'm also in the spirits trade and I had been in the whisky trade for about 10 years. I never ever heard of Bessie Williamson. And I was over in Islay on a tour of Laphroaig. And I have been on thousands of tours in my life. I've even taken tours as well. So I was with a group, and so I was just at the back, so I've kind of heard it all before. I've heard all the ghost stories, and I was literally leaning against the wall. Probably because I had a few many too drams, to be honest. But
of course,
I was leaning against the wall. And I leaned against a picture of this woman. And it was a big, massive picture. And I was like, who is this? You know, why is she so important? Why is she being given this entire wall? And underneath the picture it said Bessie Williamson, the first ever female distillery owner ever. And I was like,
bang.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's the movie.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Awesome.
Literally, I ran outside and was on the phone. I was like, tell my mate, I was like, have you heard about this? This is unbelievable. This is, and the fact that she did it in the 40s, you know, like to do that today, it's even hard, but she, you know, everything that she went through to get to where she, you know, she eventually became. But yeah, it's wonderful. It makes you smile every time I think about it. So
wonderful.
Well, as you can see, Montana double for Scotland, so you know.
Well, yeah, we could. I suppose we could build, you know, a makeshift distillery there.
But actually, any excuse for us to come back to your distillery is
that's
actually
what we
more
want to
important
be.
to us.
We miss it very much, and we're looking for any reason to come back. We're even going to make another movie that requires us to come to Scotland, and probably for that reason.
Yes.
Whose birthday is it, Tony? Whose birthday is it? Do you
What's
know?
that?
Whose
It's Robert
birthday
the
is
Bruce.
it?
Exactly.
Robert the Bruce.
Tony, where'd you grow up?
Today, he is 746 years old.
Yes.
Yeah. Not as old as Methuselah.
Born in 11th of July, 1274.
Isn't that something?
How about you? Where did you grow up?
Me, I'm from Edinburgh.
Great place.
Yeah, from the capital. Yeah, but trained in Glasgow. That's how I know.
Do you get back much? Your family's there?
I try to as much. You know, you know, they always say Caledonian calling you home, and I always go as much as I can. You know, the airport's right close to me, so I'll definitely be going up. Hopefully August, September time, and I think Tosh and Kelsey is coming over, so I'll.
We're coming over all of September.
Yeah.
I'm going to take up to the Soho Whiskey Club.
Ooh. We're coming on location where the Robert the Bruce film was shot in Scotland, to also shoot there as well. So
I think we need to be there.
We were just waiting for our invite, and then we will be there as well.
Please come.
Done.
You're definitely invited. Yeah.
Cool. Well, Tony, you'll have to bring up
lots
a
of
case of whiskey.
Yes, lots of drams. Nice to meet you, man.
Definitely that.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much,
and
Tony. You're always a gem.
Thank you so much, Phil.
Cool. Well, thank you all so much for joining us today, and thank you, Tony. And if you haven't seen Robert the Bruce already, it's on Amazon and a bunch of different digital streaming platforms. So make sure you go, especially today. Today is a great day on his birthday to watch that tonight and celebrate the legendary Scottish Harry Robert the Bruce. Tony, thank you again. Thank you guys so much.
Bye now.
Thanks very much. Slash your back.